Hey, John, very good to see you. Potential big changes coming to the Social Security COLA for 2023. There are rumors that the COLA could top 10%. And the driving force behind that is something that we've talked about many, many times, right? Inflation, which hit 8.5% in July. So, John, a lot of retirees and pre retirees are wondering, do you delay taking your benefits now? Do you take them sooner? What's the right answer?
Well, what I want to start off with was Mama always says there's a silver lining in everything, right? So I guess this is a silver lining in inflation.
Hmm.
Social Security is going to get a huge bump this year with the cost of living. Um, but really, when it comes to claiming Social Security, it's a very personalized and complex choice to be made. There has to be a lot of analysis that goes into this. First, you have to understand one thing. What is your motivation for claiming early or delaying? A lot of mistakes that I've seen made by prospects is they want to claim Social Security as soon as possible because they don't want to spend down their assets. And that's
Hmm.
not necessarily the best thing because, as Tom Hegna says, Social Security is expensive money. And what he means by that is it makes a predictable and sustainable income stream, which you don't live off your assets, you live off income. And so you get that kind of knee jerk reaction from a lot of prospects. Then you also get prospects that are, quite frankly, and I can't blame them with how our government's going these days, but they're afraid Social Security is going to run out of money.
Right.
So then we have to have that conversation that Social Security will be around for your generation. In 2034, you may take a pay cut. However, generally speaking, it's better to delay if you can.
Hmm. Hmm.
And the situations where I urge people to claim early is if they have health issues, if they just don't have the income or the assets and they need that paycheck, or if perhaps they're going to claim a widow benefit. Again, you want to wait till full retirement age for that, though, too.
Hmm. Yeah, you're right, John. And I mean, that helps put it all into perspective because it's not an easy algorithm where you can kind of plug in a number and figure it out. And so part of the reason of figuring out the most financially optimal time, as you can see, of course, is the sooner that you claim those benefits, the less your lifetime benefit's going to be. But as you said before, Social Security is kind of that insurance agent against outliving your savings because you are going to get it until you die.
Yeah, and we've talked about this in the past about how people who did not design and maximize an efficient income stream, what are they doing? They're taking their assets out during a down market. So this is one way to safeguard against this. The other thing is, think about your opening statement, the 8.5% COLA. Well, if you delayed, that COLA is going to be on that bigger number, which is going to be more beneficial long term with all the COLAs that will happen over time. And last, don't forget that, especially if you're the breadwinner, that if one spouse dies, one Social Security goes away. So
Right.
you want to be able to have that income stream maximized also.
Right, such an important consideration. So, just a reminder for everybody watching, if your savings are in a 401k or an IRA, you're going to pay income taxes on 100% of every dollar that you spend. But for your Social Security benefits, up to 85% of your benefit is subject to the federal income tax. So, how does that factor into our decision?
Well, that kind of goes back to the comment I made about how people want to have that paycheck and get the Social Security early and allow their assets to grow. They don't understand that that IRA money or that 401k money, 100% of every dollar is taxable, where Social Security, only 85% at worst case scenario of every dollar is taxable. So, question to the audience, what would you rather have? More income that is 100% taxable on every dollar, or more income that is taxed at 85 cents for every dollar?
85, yeah, for sure.
Exactly. So you want to be able to consider the taxes. You want to consider that if you build those assets up, yes, you like seeing a bigger number on your statement. I like seeing that too. But you also have to realize that, especially in that tax deferred bucket, the bigger the number is, the bigger the future tax liability is also.
Right. And that's why tax planning is such an important part of this holistic financial planning. John, this was really helpful. And I'm sure that there are a lot of people who are still trying to figure out what's best for them. But as we've said, having a conversation should probably be the first place to start. So what's the best place to reach you, John?
Yeah, you can reach us two ways. Give us a call at the office, 858-935-6210, or you can visit our website, www.gosecurus.com. And under the Contact Us tab, you'll have a link to our calendar. And from either location, you can set up a 15-minute phone call where we will answer any questions for you, or we'll set up a 90-minute complimentary consultation.
All right, John, thank you.
Thank you, Erin.